In this tutorial, you will learn how to take a quiz in Canvas. Important guidelines. Before taking a quiz, 1. Make sure you are using a computer that is stable, free of viruses, spyware, or malware applications. 2. Be aware of software updates and virus scans. If you have installed programs that automatically update or virus scans that are set to run at particular times, do not take your quizzes during a time when those updates or scans are scheduled to happen. Make sure you're using a browser that is compatible with Canvas. You should have at least 2 approved browsers installed on your computer to accommodate for ongoing browser version changes. The Firefox and Google browsers have proven to be the most stable and reliable browsers for both PC and Macs. 4. Do not use a wireless internet connection. Wi-Fi connections are easily disrupted and may cause the quiz to become locked. A wired network connection will protect you from losing your internet connection and being locked out of the quiz. 5. Check internet connections. When deciding on a time to take your exam, take into account times when your internet connection seems to slow down or loses connectivity. 6. Do not use a mobile device, iPad, tablet, smartphones, etc. to take your quizzes. While Canvas is functional on mobile devices, the use of mobile apps do not offer the same level of reliability or security as provided by a desktop or laptop computer. 7. Use a fresh login. If the session has been idle for more than 30 minutes, log out of Canvas, close and reopen your browser, and log back in when you're ready to take your quiz. 8. Minimize interruptions. Turn off any browser pop-up blockers, Facebook, Twitter, instant message applications, or other programs that may distract you from the quiz or interfere with it. While loading and taking the quiz, 1. Read the quiz instructions carefully. Note the length of time you have to take the quiz, the number of attempts, and any special information provided by your instructor. 2. If your instructor chooses to build a quiz that displays all questions on one page, wait for all questions to load. 3. Do not attempt to access other browsers, add browser tabs, or open other applications during the quiz. 4. If you are disconnected from your quiz session, try to log back in as quickly as possible to resume the quiz. If your instructor assigns a timed quiz, the timer will start once the Take the Quiz button is clicked and will continue running even if you were kicked out of the quiz. In Canvas, quizzes and tests are the same and they can either be graded or ungraded. How you access your quizzes in Canvas may differ depending on how your instructor has structured the course. Usually, you can access your quizzes by clicking the quizzes link in the course navigation. If the quizzes link, however, is not available, you can still access quizzes through other areas of Canvas. You can access your quizzes in the assignment list on the syllabus page. You may also be able to access your quizzes on the assignments page. Lastly, you can access your quizzes in the modules page if your instructor uses modules to structure the course. Click the name of the quiz in order to see all available quiz information or quiz details. On this page, you can see the due date, the number of points the quiz is worth, number of questions, availability dates, time limit, and allowed attempts. If your instructor has instructions for the quiz, you will see them here. On the quiz details page, availability dates may include a first available date, open date, last available date, locked or closed date, or both dates to create an overall date range. When you're ready to start taking the quiz, click on the Take the Quiz button. Depending on how your professor has set up the quiz, you may see all questions displayed on one page, or you may see one questions at a time and have the option to click Next to access the following questions. In this example quiz, questions are displayed one at a time. To answer a question, click the radio button next to the answer and then click Next. Answer choices are automatically saved as you move from one question to the next. On the sidebar, the questions you have answered will be faded out and identified by a check mark icon, while unanswered questions will be bolded and identified by a question mark icon. Depending on the settings the instructor used, you may be able to return to previous questions. If this is the case, you can access previous questions quickly by clicking the question in the sidebar. Questions may also be locked, so you won't be able to review or change previous answers. You can also flag the questions you want to go back to by clicking the flag by the question. The flag will change to yellow to remind you to finish the question. The yellow flag will also appear on the question overview on the sidebar. Below the questions in the sidebar, you will see the time elapsed for untimed quizzes, or if you are taking a quiz that has a time limit, you will see the time remaining. Note that if you are taking a time quiz, the timer begins once you start, and it will not pause if you navigate away from the quiz. You will be alerted when there is a minute left, and the quiz will automatically submit when the time is up. Once you complete the quiz, click on the Submit Quiz button. After selecting the Submit Quiz button, a confirmation window will appear. If you accidentally forget to answer one or more questions, Canvas will prompt you to go back and complete the quiz. Click the OK button if you want to submit your quiz. If you are allowed additional attempts, you can click the Take the Quiz Again button on the quizzes page to retake it. There are many different types of quiz questions in Canvas. Some of these are automatically graded and others are not. If your current score includes an asterisk, this indicates that some questions have not been graded by your instructor. If your instructor allows, you can view results for each individual question. Correct answers will be indicated by a green flag. If the answer was incorrect, it will be indicated by a red flag with a gray flag pointing to the correct answer. Thank you for taking this tutorial.